Hello everyone, welcome to the GRNADFAR pump live stream. I'm Adam from Eastern Europe and Central Asia Group. Today my colleague Sedan and I will introduce you the company remarkable product, GEM. This pump right beside me here. Okay, let's get straight to the point. Please refer to the contents page. The introduction will be divided into 8 parts. The first part is what is GM? In this part, I will introduce you the benefits and application of GM. Next part is configuration of GM. In this part, I will introduce you the general structure and more details of GM. And then I will introduce the operating conditions of GM. And next is performance range and the product range. Following that, I will compare with GRNADFAR briefly. I know you are looking forward to it. And finally, it is functions of GM and operational display. About this part, it will be finished by my colleague, Sedan. Okay. Let's begin with today's first part. What is GM? GM is a new circulation pumps. It is specified for commercial systems and such as heating, air conditioning, cooling, and domestic hot water systems. You can use it in ground source heat pump systems and solar heating systems. Okay, let's move on the benefits of GM. We can see that in total, there are 8 benefits of GM. They are energy saving, high efficiency, reliable operation, versatile control, durable design, quiet operation, and maintenance friendly. So I believe that you have reasons to consider the GM as your top choice. This part is configuration of GM. Okay, I will introduce the general structure of GM firstly. Okay, we can see that this is the controller of GM. This is mode. This is pump body, and this is a protective case, and it can protect the pump body. In the internal part, we will introduce it in next part. Okay, let's move on the 5 key components. They are motor. The motor is high efficiency permanent magnet motor for enhancing performance and saving energy. Next is pump shift. The pump shift is made of standard steel. It has durability and corrosion resistant. Okay. Next is bearing. The bearing is ceramic bearing. It has longer life and smooth operation. Yeah. Next it is thruster bearing. Thruster bearing is a graphite carbon for superior load bearing capacity. And as for the impeller, we use the PES with 30% glass fiber or base insert for strength and efficiency. So that's the 5 key components. And this part, this picture, we can see more details information about the GM, such as pump body and casing, impeller, and so on. Okay, let's move on the operating conditions. We can see that about the liquids, the GM pump is suitable for thin, clean, non-aggressive, and non-explosive liquids, not containing solid particles or fibers that may attack the pump mechanically or chemically. So please care for this. And for the liquid temperature, in the general environment, the range is from -10 to 110 centigrade. And when you use it in domestic hot water system, the 65 centigrade is recommended. As for the ambient conditions, during operation, the range is 0 to 40 centigrade. As for the during storage and transport, we can see that the range is from -40 to 70 centigrade. And there are also two notes here. First is application. You should install the GEM in heating circulation systems for efficiency liquid circulation. And second is use requirements. Continuous operation must not exceed 10 seconds without water to prevent damage. Notice that. And this is performance range. We can see that about the head and the system pressure and the liquid temperature, they are same of single head pumps and twin head pumps, but the flow is not same. They are different. About the single head pumps, the maximum flow is 68, and for the twin head pumps, it is 130. Okay, this is the product range. Please notice these pictures. The GEM means the product mode, just like this. The N means that the pump head material is a stainless steel, and the different number and the letter means different meaning. So if you understand this, you can understand the product range better. They are same. So this part we will compare with GRNADFARs. From this, we have briefly compare from the appearance. We can see that our product GEM has a LCD screen, and we have a streamless structure. So without doubt, we have win this game of appearance. And you can see it by yourself. Okay, this part, it is more detailed information about the comparer. We can see that we nearly used the same materials with GRNADFARs. Okay, about the final part, it is about the functions GEM and the other functions of the GEM. This part will be finished by my colleague, Seddon. Okay, welcome, Seddon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Seddon. Thanks for my partner. Aiden's good speaking. So next time, let me have a look at this machine. It's okay. Yeah, first you can see on the home page, there are 4 interfaces, which are control mode, and operation mode, and estimated flow and hand. And let's click into control mode. Here have 5 control modes: adaptive mode, dynamic follow mode, proportional press mode, and constant speed mode. When you click into each mode, it can set the it can set the flow, hand, and the speed to keep the machine running at a constant value. Okay, I see. This is self-adaptive. The system can adjust the performance of the pump according to the user's demands of flow. So the pump is also in proportional pressures control mode. It is mainly to adjust the pump performance within a certain area. So it works in a more efficient state. Okay, so next is dynamic flow. The pump can be operated in a self-adaptive mode, and the flow rate will not exceed the input flow limit. Okay, so next is professional pressure. The system pressure increases as the flow rate increases until it increases to the max power. This applies to systems with relatively large pressures losses in the paperwork. So the next is in the detail pressures. This control mode is recommended for systems with relative low press losses. The pump hand is constant and is not affected by the system flow. And the next is the constant speed. The pump operation on a predetermined constant speed crew. And now let's enter operational mode. Here we have 4 different modes: normal mode, stop mode, follow stop mode, mini speed, and max speed. Okay, it's a normal. Can you hear? Yeah, it's our normal mode. And it's stop. It's our mini speed. It's our mini speed. It's our max speed. Have a look. Okay, and you will find that the operating system is very sensitive. When you choose the stop mode, you can clearly see that the response is very fast. This is one of our advantages. So next, let's go to the status page to check. First is the running status, where we can see which model the machine is running in, the speed, flow, and head conditions. Click into, so next, let me click into warning and alarm. Click into the warning alarm model. They correspond to different fault codes. So you can quickly find out where the problem is. After deal with the problem, you can click fault clearly to stop the error. And the next is our setting. According to setting, we can see have running model, control model, and the language. In running model, we have 4 models, like normal model, stop model, mini speed model, and max speed model. And the cultural model, we have a self-adaptive model and dynamic flow, and proportional pressure models, and delta pressure model. And in language, you can choose different language like Chinese, English, and so on. Decide by yourself. And our default setting, you can choose yourself. And our LCD screen timeout, you can choose the time. Here, we choose 5 minutes. Okay, so let me continue. In here, we can set our date and time. 2024. Okay, and yes. We can set the date and time, and from here, we can know the difference between different models. Why we choose different models? First of all, it's self-adaptive. The system can adjust the performance of the pump according to the user's demands of flow. So the pump is also in professional pressure control mode. It is mainly to adjust the pump performance within a certain area. So it works in a more efficient state. And next is our dynamic flow. The pump can be operated in a self-adaptive mode, and the flow rate will not exceed the input flow limit. And now it's our professional pressure. The system pressures increases as the flow rate increases until it increases to the max power. This applies to systems with a relatively large pressures losses in the pipework. And the next is our delta pressures. This control mode is recommended from a system with relative low pressures losses. The pump head is consistent and is not affected by the system flow. So the last is the constant speed models. The pump operation are predetermined constant speed crew. So thank you all for watching. If you have any needs, please connect us. My name is Sedan, responsible for the European market. Good night.
you.